Logic Trilogy.
Hello and welcome to Logic Trilogy Tutorials. We're going to look at automation today and a couple of different ways of how you can program the sequencer to do it. Firstly, we will look at the very basic where you can manually edit the automation. Now, I've already chosen a audio track, as you can see, which is actually the reverse reverb effect that I added in a previous tutorial. Incidentally, I did use anything I've used here. I have used in my intro soundtrack to these videos. Now, so we're going to look at automating the volume, and it's very simple to do. We simply click the automation tab and you can see that the track has extended slightly and it's on volume. So what I'm going to do is turn this on to read, and I'm just going to just click, and you can see the line has changed to yellow there, and it has created some key points. So I'm going to move that one over there to the end of the track, and the first one over this side I'm going to click on hold and just drag it down. So now I've done a gradual fade through the whole track, and it will sound something like this.
Logic Trilogy.
As you can see, it makes the reverse reverb sound a lot smoother. And it's very simple to do. You can change things, you can move things around afterwards, like so. You can add extra points if you want it simply by double clicking. You can click on the points and remove them, which we will do. And if we remove that one, the volume is right down, so we want to turn the thing off and we'll put the volume back up, and you see it move back up. This time I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it slightly differently, and I'm not going to do it manually. I'm just going to click right. That's okay, don't worry about that. Okay, I'm going to bring the initial thing down. I'm using the fader now, I'm actually controlling the fader, and if I click play and move the fader,
Logic Trilogy.
you can see it automatically writes in the movements you've made on the fader control. Simply click that to read and it will automatically read that now.
Logic Trilogy.
And again, you can still go in manually and remove some, because it does create a lot of points. You can remove some of them if you want to try and make things a bit smoother. Right, the next way we're going to look at automation is to, rather than manually insert the automation or use a fader, we are going to use we're going to put a filter sweep on an EQ where I'm manually going to move the EQ, and the Logic is going to read the data for me and automatically set it. And the way we do this is we will add an EQ, channel EQ, like so, and what I want to do is I'm going to use, well, basically I'm going to pull the filter across and do a sweep across all of the frequencies to add an effect, a bit more resonance effect to the actual reverse reverb. So if we set the automation to right, and then if I hold on to the frequency there and click play,
Logic Trilogy.
and you heard it add it in there. Now if I just lose my, in fact no, if we bring the EQ back up, we'll change this back to read, and hopefully you can watch it automatically change.
Logic Trilogy.
And there you go, that's automation.
Logic Trilogy.